All right, you two ready to do this? All right, let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to Inside the Line this week. Episode 108, Great Expectations, and one Mr. Edward Norton. What do I remember about this? I don't remember the other two storylines at all. I remember this wasn't a stunt cast. Stunt casting is when you get a big name actor to come in and do a part, so it kind of helps your show. And I believe we'd already aired by this time, and we were a hit. Maybe not. Maybe these were still in the can. No, we've aired by hit. I feel like this was Ty Burrell. I think Ty was friends with Ed, and Ed did this as a favor to him because I remember Ty coming in and saying, "Guys, he's doing this as a favor for me, so please, let's really put our best foot forward." And we were a fast and loose crew. We laughed all the time, especially as the years progressed. I mean, we were laughing all day. There were days where I couldn't wait to get up and go to work because I would laugh all day. I mean, I loved it. So we were a little fast and loose. But when Ty, who it's been said a number of times, but it can't be overstated, is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. Like, Ty Burrell is a genuinely great person. So when something's important to him, it's important to us. So I'm sure that we treated it not with reverence, but we did put our best foot forward because if it's important to Ty, it was important to us. So I do remember that. And I remember Edward being a consummate professional, and he was there a day, and it was just a great day. It was a lovely day. So let's take a look, shall we? Without any further ado, let's go take a look at episode 108, Great Expectations. All right, get these on. Let's take a look at it. All right, what do we got here? Boom and boom.
Fix that step.
Fix that step. Awesome. Every time. It's going to get me every time, guys. I'm not lying. I love it so much.
I'm still sleeping.
Happy anniversary.
And they said we wouldn't last.
Who said that?
Oh, look at you. You're cute.
Go ahead, open it.
What have you done?
Nothing.
Is this the first
Nothing.
dumpy bedroom?
Viewmaster.
Look inside.
It might be the first time we ever see the
Look at how young
Phil and
we
Claire bedroom.
are. Love it.
Cool.
I got nothing. I'm so screwed.
Oh, man. Look at that. On the fly interview in the Dumpy bedroom. I had completely forgot about this. This might be the only time we ever did it. I didn't even know this existed. I'm not going to be I'm sure we shot it. Obviously we shot it. I'm sure I was there. Forgot this even existed. But yeah, there was those early years when we were trying to figure out how the formals versus the on the flies were going to go. We tried it in different spots, and I had no idea. I had completely forgotten that we did one in the Dumpy bedroom.
Oh, this place brings back so many memories.
Oh my God!
Elizabeth Banks.
Get in here!
So yeah, that's how big this. I mean, I forgot the Sal was in this episode. Now, guys, at this time, Elizabeth Banks wasn't Elizabeth Banks. Like, I believe she had done some stuff. Like, she was still a name, and she still was, a huge get. She was perfect as Sal. What a great job she did. But I think maybe 40-Year-Old Virgin was out by this time and a few other things, but I don't think there was a Pitch Perfect. You know what I mean? She was certainly a name. So, but I don't remember her being the name. I mean, obviously Edward was that week too. So it might have been a little overshadowed at that point in her career, but how good was she? I'll tell you what, one of my favorite scenes of all time was her and Lily in a tag. She knows what I mean. Those two just fighting with each other. So good. I think Lily's like, I'll make the next one. And I mean, those two, she was a fantastic Sal. So I had forgotten that this was the episode that we introduced her.
Oh my God!
Look at you.
Rock on, Phil Dunphy.
Bam. Read it and weep, Phil.
And there's the punch. And that probably happened, 6 or 8 times, but you can see Julia's no ability to pull her punches, and you can actually kind of see it on Ty's face where he gets hit and he's like, okay. And take 4, take 5, get punched in the arm. Yeah, probably gonna bruise up. Ty probably had some bruises after this one.
Oh.
It's the Is.
Who?
Izzy LaFontaine from Spandau Ballet.
Did you not think about it today?
He's got it now. He's got it. He's just seriously freaking out.
Yes. Phil loves Spandau Ballet. That song, True, was playing in the car the first time we kissed. It's our song. So I did some research.
I'm an 80s kid. I grew up, obviously, in the 80s, so I love 80s music. And when we were shooting this, I was like, Spandau Ballet. Never heard of them. So it was weird. It was weird. And I was like, true, never heard of it. And then you hear the song, and I was like, oh my God, I love this song. I had no idea, 1, the name of the song was True, and 2, the name of the band was Spandau Ballet. No clue whatsoever. But I do remember growing up listening to the song and loving it. It was like a favorite of mine at the time. But having no idea what the artist was and no idea what the name of the song was.
Found out that the lead guitarist lives like 40 miles from here. He was in the phone book. How 80s is that?
I never liked Spandau Ballet. Our entire marriage, I never once mentioned Spandau Ballet. Am I even pronouncing that right?
Here to
Nothing
play
like
a
that?
private concert for us is the guitarist
Bass player, actually.
and lead singer
Back up.
of Spandau Ballet.
Between Richard Miller and Martin Kemp.
Oh, those guys.
For you, Claire.
Bands. Every prop band has something they hate. Could be food, could be guns, could be cop belts, could be chairs, could be band equipment, because props falls into a variety of different things that we have to provide. And as you can see back here, right there, huge amp, smaller amp on top. I don't know if I'm even calling it, maybe it's not an amp, maybe it's equalizer into an amp, and then the wire to just a single bass guitar, right? So imagine that, but you've got, the drum set to set up, and then you have the lead guitar to set up, plus you have all the microphones to set up, and that's just not the singing mics, that's the mics to catch, the drums and stuff as well, and the keyboards. So when people say, you hear props say, oh man, I don't like this, you can see why, because there's certain areas that just don't speak well to people. I'm not a big band thing. When we had band equipment, I was like, just hire a tech and have them come in and do it, because it is time consuming and it is heavy. Those things are not light. So, but that being said, my partner for the last portion of this, the guy I've worked with for a lot of years, Cody, hates food, hates it, can't, and perfectly reasonable, because resets, continuity, it becomes a problem. We just had drinks in that last scene, and you saw how, drink continuity, that one's there, then it's here. And if you're shooting scenes out of order, or you're shooting what's called block shooting, where you shoot 3 or 4 scenes this way, and then you turn around and you go back to the beginning and shoot 3 or 4 scenes this way, and then you go back to the beginning and you shoot the big, wide, and stupid 3 or 4 times this way. The continuity can get screwed up. So, every prop person has the thing that they hate. And, humping around equipment can be one of those things.
Sure.
Shot a ray of hope into this gloomy suburban life.
All right,
Just
buddy.
play it, Izzy.
You, Claire.
Oh, there's a framing that we didn't ever do, or it was very weird. There's a BWS right there. We call that BWS, big, wide, and stupid. Shows you the room, shows you what's going on, shows you what you need to know. Sometimes, a lot that it'll happen in the beginning, but if you look here at the top, you see that crown molding right here, right here. That's the edge of the frame. Then we got into the ceiling, and at that first season, the ceiling wasn't super great. This could be after we reinforced, because the other thing is this was a 2-story set, and you didn't see a lot of 2-story sets. Most of the time, when you went up the stairs ended. Maybe you had the back, and then all the bedrooms that were up there were actually on the ground floor in another space. There was another set on the stage, but this house wasn't like that. When you went upstairs and you went into the bedroom, there was a bedroom upstairs. There was 2 bedrooms and a bathroom actually upstairs. The kids' room and Phil Claire's room doubled. They were in the same room, and then we just redressed it. But that didn't happen a lot, so this had to be seriously reinforced because you have a lot of weight up there. Not just, 40 or 50 people, although you do have that, but you have dollies up there. You have track up there, and dollies are, 300-400 pounds. They're heavy. And so I remember we did have to reinforce the floor and the ceiling, and this might have been before we did it because I don't think the ceiling looked great, but this framing is something that you don't see in any other episode. I don't think. I'll have to remember, but yeah. Again, early years, us trying to kind of find our shots and find what the show was going to be.
Okay, partner.
I know Mr. Frazzlebottom wasn't going to pass up a free one.
And there's some Ricotta's chocolate milk and
Like a little angel.
Break Baby.
Let me hold her.
Mr. Ringo. Figures you got a
Oh, thank God.
coming to you around here. Is that right?
Luke didn't have a lot to do, but it was kind of a funny through line for him. And there we go. Ooh. Chris's little song, a little dance, a little salsa down the pants. This was one of our creators' fathers, David Lloyd. I had forgotten he passed away, so what a wonderful little memorial at the end of this. Rest in peace. An incredible Emmy Award-winning writer of his own, actually. Sometime go back, I think he won his Emmy, and I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. I'd forgotten that this was here. I want to say Mary Tyler Moore. I think he wrote maybe it was the funeral episode. Like he wrote I'm sure he wrote a lot of very important episodes in television, but I think it was like very one of the most memorable ones was I think that funeral one, and I may be wrong. He may not wrote it, but anyway, it was Chris's father, so it's wonderful to have this at the end. And what a wonderful little quote at the end. All right, so there we go. That was episode 108. Yeah. Great expectations. What did you guys think? I had forgotten how much I enjoyed that one. I actually think I still have a picture in my phone. If we ever maybe get a Patreon or something up and running, maybe I'll start posting pictures somewhere of stuff I still have on my phone from those early days that may have made it through. A lot of them are gone, but there might still be a few. So let me know in the comments if that's something you guys be interested in, and just what you think. If there's what you like in the show, if there's something that you don't like in the show, and there's a position that you would think the show would be better steered in, just let me know. I'm open to comments and suggestion. But until we go to the next one, thanks for being here with me, and we will catch you later. See ya.